On a normal day, most Americans have sandwiches and fruit for lunch. But today, SIU wanted to make things a little more international. SIU hosted its 57th annual International Food Fair where friends and families got to enjoy food from other countries. This tradition was started by a group of international students as they did not just want to represent themselves.
The goal is to kind of get other cultures involved and then Americans also just to come and taste and see the other cultures and really experience it. And it's a way just for these people from other nations to share what they have with us.
These SIU international students are involved in many RSOs, with one of them known as International Student Council that involves many countries, and they thought it was the right decision for SIU to host the event.
I think it's a nice idea. It's a means to actually have this, more tri-cultural exchange, because when I came to SIU 2016, I was welcomed so much. And for me, being international, I think this is a means for me to say thank you, SIU, for giving me the platform to showcase my culture.
For the folks that made it out to the event, they knew they were in for a good treat.
Every single table that was selling food just had people everywhere. It was just a fantastic turnout today, and just, I don't blame them. Every single piece of food I ate was delicious. For Evening Edition, I'm Patrick Codo.
My mustache froze when I was walking to class.
Crazy. It's like the other day was warm and now it's cold.
In the month of February, people expect cold temperatures, but here in Southern Illinois, it's a lot different.
Our winters are variable, and the reason being is that we're getting different sources of our air masses. So we may get a very cold, dry air mass followed by a relatively warm, moist air mass, and the mixing creates all different types of precipitation, not just rain.
As of January 30th, parts of the Midwest have witnessed record-breaking cold temperatures, including parts of central and northern Illinois, even though it was not a huge factor for southern Illinois.
This is pretty much normal for us to stay warm or stay cold for any long period of time during the winter is kind of unusual, and we'd probably need to have like snow on the ground that sticks around for a while before we're going to stay cold for a long period of time.
This crazy weather has brought rain, snow, and sleet, and not only is it a problem for the Midwest, but also a problem for the roads.
It's a little scary though. I don't know what's exactly happening, but yeah, I think it could have something to do with the salt deterioration coming through there. So yeah, it has been worrying me a little bit.
The Carbondale City Works Department is in charge of closing roads for flooding and fixing potholes, but they are reminding drivers to be aware of these situations.
I mean, there's always concerns as a driver, whenever you're getting winter weather. I just caution drivers to slow down, take your time. You can usually get where you're going, but pay attention, drive slow.
And SIU students are using more caution when they get behind the wheel.
It was super slippery. I actually slid in my car and ran up a curb. That was kind of scary. And that was just pulling out of the parking lot. Like I was idling out of the lot.
Officials say this time of year, drivers need to be ready for any type of weather.
If you're watching the forecast, be informed of what's coming, because we can rapidly go, as you know, from rain and lots of it to snow in a very short period of time, and vice versa. So the best thing to do is to keep yourself informed.
For Evening Edition, I'm Patrick Codo. The Carbondale Fire Department brought in firefighters and ambulance workers to practice safety landing. The helicopter is part of a brand new tradition in Jackson County, and the fire department thinks it's a huge addition.
And so the ability for us to be able to get the helicopter in, land it safely, load it, and get it back out with the quickest amount of time and be seamless for the patient is the most important to us.
The department had a landing zone class for the workers to know about the safety of landing a helicopter. But this training event isn't just happening in Carbondale.
We go all over the place and do these classes for other fire departments and ambulance services. And with us moving here in the middle of February and opening that new base, I got a feeling we're going to be used a lot more, so it's nice to have that training fresh in their minds.
The addition of the helicopter means more emergency transportation chances for the ones hurt.
It would depend on what extent of injuries. So we'll receive training in trauma patients, and we will determine whether they're a Category 1 or a Category 2.
The Carbondale Hospital hopes to receive a Level 2 Trauma Center designation, but will have to get approved by the state. They're hoping the formal designation will come in the fall. For Evening Edition, I'm Patrick Codo.